Oh yeah. In the restrictions, right. Yes. So maintain advanced routing. So there was an option like relative to this transaction and relative to the excluded user's right, this option. So, like when you are giving an alternate security group now, is it relative to the transaction, like the hiring that you are doing, or is it relative to the excluded users? Now it can be like you are assigning this task to HR partner, and there you have multiple HR partners, right? In the organization, you have assigned the role to multiple HR partners. So is it relative to the excluded user? So if it is, or it is relative to the transaction. Now in the transaction, who has initiated? Who has done the approval? So based? I mean, is it based on the individual transaction or is it more to do with the excluded user? Who do you want to exclude? Okay, and who do you want to have the alternate approver? Is it based on the user or is it mostly based on the transaction and the roles that you want to do? Okay. So the default option is relative to the transaction, but you can also choose relative to the excluded users. I'm not changing anything, so I will just click on Cancel here. The page refreshed automatically. Business process definition. All right. Yes. So now what we have to make sure is that we have these roles assigned right. This H? Our partner M, let's see what is the role associated with it. You see, the associated role is H, our partner. So let's make a note of all the things, because otherwise our hire process will not go through properly. So one role is H, our partner. What was the other role that we have? Compensation partner by supervisory. What is the role? Assignable role is compensation partner. This has to be assigned to someone and, of course, the manager, right? So we have to make sure that our organization has all of these roles assigned. Otherwise, Workday will not know whom to assign the task. Correct. So let's do that. Let's go to XYZ Motors and let's look at the role assignments. Supervisory organization roles assign roles. Roles assign roles. Okay. 7th is fine. Right. So HR partner manager and WW compensation partner. Let's see if we have compensation partner as well. Compensation partner. This is the one, right? This is the one where we have assigned the role. So, yes, this is the role and we want to assign it to Logan McNeil, our favorite. Okay. Logan McNeil is assigned this particular role. HR partner is again Logan McNeil, and let's also assign the HR partner role to somebody else. How about, let's say, Teresa? Teresa Serrano. Okay. And for manager it has been assigned to Daniel Sloan. Now the problem with Daniel Sloan is, I think for Daniel Sloan we were not able to create the ID. Right. So we will not be able to proxy as Daniel. I mean this is the same problem for Daniel. Also, we were not able to create the ID. I mean, I did not create the ID for Daniel as well. Right. So we might have the problem. So let's assign it to somebody else, then, here also let's assign it to. Let's see if we have Joy. Joy is not there. Steve Malkin. This looks okay, but let me choose another one. Oliver Reynolds. Okay. So I have assigned it to Oliver Reynolds. So Oliver is our manager of this particular supervisory organization. The reason I'm doing it? Because I want somebody to have the ID. Okay, so that I can proxy as that person and finish the task. Okay. So let's click on OK and let's try to hire a worker in our new business process. So what else do we need for hiring? This is a position management, so what? What do we need to do to hire? Can we hire someone straight away? Sorry, come again. So what do we need to do here? We need to create positions. We have to create a position. Perfect. Yes, because as of now, we don't have anything open and available, so we can't hire anyone at this point. Right. So let's quickly create a position. So let's go to Staffing, Create Position. I'll try to create something very simple. So this is a W? W, let's say a manufacturing specialist. Okay. And number of position is 1, no problem. Or maybe let's create 2. Let's create 2 of them. Availability date is today. Earliest hire date is also today. And job profile. Do we have something that we can use? We have EVP sales. Okay, so let's say that this is sales specialist. Sales EVP. Just to make it consistent with the job profile. Location. Let's say our location is New York. This is the New York we use. Time type is full-time. Worker type is employee. Right. So we have created this, click Submit. And we have 2 positions created. Now you know what. Here in the other position. I can easily change this now. Right. I can go to Position Restriction and I can edit the position restrictions. And instead of New York, let me choose that as London. Right. Rest of the things are remaining the same. I just changed the location for the other position. So now I have 2 positions. Right. Very similar in all respects, but one of them is for New York. The other one is for London. Right. So you can do this trick. You can create 2 positions. And then you can if they are more or less the same, and then you can edit some of the specific restrictions in one of them. Okay, so let's hire someone in New York first. So we go to Hire and we hire an employee. Okay, let's cancel this. The reason I canceled it there. I did not have the option to create a pre-hire. That's the reason. So I go to the second one. Let's see if we have the option. Yes. I created a new pre-hire, and let's give that person a name. So we call him as John Sell now. Right, this person is going to be a sales specialist, so his name is Sell now. And let's give him an email. So what Sell no com. Okay. And this is a primary. Okay, everything looks okay. Alright. So now the hire date. The hire date is today. Employee type is for current country is regular. It should be regular employee. Right. And you see the other things that are already filled in from the position restrictions like EVP sales, full-time and New York. Let's click on submit. So if we do that, let's see which step goes next. Compensation for non-UK employees. Is it correct? Hiring for what? NAMI? Yeah, that's correct. We are hiring for that's correct. Right, we are hiring for our New York location. So you see the label, how the label helps. It automatically says compensation for non-UK employees. Now I will just cross it out. Let's go here and you see that. Okay, we are hiring John Sell now. So who is it waiting for action? It's waiting for action by Logan. Right. Logan is the person who has to do something. So I think Logan is a compensation partner. Correct. So that's why Logan has to do something. Let's see why it went to Logan. Can we do something? Can we see what is the business process definition? Let's go and check it out quickly, just to make sure that it is flowing correctly. Just a second. So 7 is fine. Yeah. So let's go to hire business process. Hire. Okay. And filter. So let's look at this definition. So non-UK employees, compensation for non-UK employees, who is supposed to do it? As per the business process definition. Let's go and check it out. Come on. Alright. So for non-UK employees, it goes to the compensation partner. Right, it goes to the compensation partner. Okay. So I hope we have the compensation partner as Logan. Right. Just trying to make sure that we are doing it correctly. Compensation partner.